Sagittarius. Sun is playing for you. His life is good. So it could be just that for you, Sag. You really ain't shit really going on that's crazy in your life. You feel me? It's like you made it through a dark time, or you just shit just rolling. And now it's like you could be in that peaceful place. Meanwhile, somebody outside you might not be in such a peaceful place about the situation with you. It don't have nothing to do with you though. You feel me? So it's like you could just be cooling right now. You out your head about some shit. You could have been in just a constant battle with your own mind and your matter, or you were just in a restless place for a while when it came to a certain topic, subject, or situation, and it just kept your energy was never still. Now you in a position where it's like, now that you through that, you over that, you passed that, you've gone through that hurdle, whatever situation that was. Now it's like there's calmness to your waters now. And it's almost not, people can't disrupt your water no more. It's like can't nobody just come and dive in water with water Sag in terms of your emotions. People can't just come throw a rock in a feeling you have about something, whether that is just a feeling you have about an idea or just a feeling you have about a situation, topic, subject, perspective. You feel me? You may express yourself this way when you in this environment, whether that environment involves a friend and that environment involves your parents, your relatives, whatever we talking about. You feel me? It's like they whoever they are may not have known them expressing themselves towards you a certain type of way was emotionally affecting you, but it doesn't do that anymore. It's like someone can't really fuck with you no more, whether it was intentionally or non-intentionally, because you're walking on your water now. Only motherfucker that can touch that shit is you. And whether you want to add on to you want to go ahead and build you a new little channel and get a new emotion flowing in there. That new emotion could come from a new idea. That new emotion could come from a relationship, a friendship, or just a doing or a being you want to be. Or it's a situation where you actually involving yourself. You want to relate with a new friend, relate with a new environment, communicate yourself to your world in a new way. You building a new emotional channel that could connect and flow to your overall river. I hope you're catching it. If you're catching it, you're on your way. Yeah, shit, you might be in a situation where you had to let. So in order for life to be that way, you had to lose something that was home to you though. Yeah, look, in order for you to get out, it's like you have to sacrifice. But it's almost like what you had to sacrifice, it wasn't really a sacrifice, so to speak, because it's like you were gripping a cactus. You didn't want to let the cactus go for whatever. I'm talking kung fu grip. Whatever reason you didn't want to let that shit go, you didn't want to let that shit go till you had to let it go. Something came and blew that shit down, the big bad wolf, so to speak. You thought you had a stick or a brick house. Shit, you could have even had you a little stick hut busting. Wasn't enough. Blew that shit right down. Whether that was just in regards to a mind you had your mind made up around a certain belief or perspective when it came to a certain topic, subject, or situation in your life. Only for that to turn out to be the opposite of what you thought. And that's because the big bad wolf, whether that was a friend, a perspective, a realization you experienced in your life, you was communicating something and life reacted to that action and gave you a realization. The big bad wolf blew air, communication, truth. It cut through your sticks. What you thought was solid, what you thought was stable, what you thought was grounded. Now you could be going from straw to stick, or you could be going from stick to brick. That varies from Sagittarius to Sagittarius. But you doing something. Yeah, look, you doing something. Look like you going from sticks to bricks, if we being honest. But it's only the first card. Only the first card. Make it count. See, now look, now if you in a position where you losing that home, it's like you might have moved the whole gang in the stick house or the straw house. You feel me? You had folks, them, you had your family, you had this person's perspective, you had that person's opinion, you had this idea, you had this little business you had started, you moved that into the stick house. You had a whole lot of shit packed up in that just for it to get blown down. And now when you moving, you ain't taking shit you had from the stick house with you Because it wasn't like the motherfuckers just came. No, what was in the house is what caused the house to fall, so to speak. So it's like you going now empty-handed. You ain't taking shit. This time you gonna make it count. You don't got space for all that shit no more. You might have some space for a couple of friends, you feel me? A couple of family members, a couple of ideas, a couple of perspectives you done built regarding the situation. But overall, if it's a solo battle, you don't feel good about the way a situation or a space is, and that is causing it to fall and or crumble because you're not in it no more. It's almost like your soul not in it, so your body just lining up with how you feel. It's only a matter of time before your body line up with your soul in. Your soul be light years ahead though. It is just a little slow down here. A little slow down here. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, you talking the new talk. If it ain't shit, if it's you versus someone outside of you, you could have been clipped. You got let go. And whatever situation, somebody cut you off, smooth off their side. You know if that's for you or not. All right. You know you out here. If you was associating yourself, you got real comfortable in a space. You feel me? You done set up house, kick your feet up. Whatever. Whether that was just in a vibe you had with somebody, it could have just been a certain energy. You didn't have to lose the friend. But you lost the ability to communicate something to that friend now. You lost a home you had in this relationship, in this friendship. You can't go back to that. You got evicted, matter of fact. Now your partner, they could still be in that house though. They could still be communicating or investing in that energy. But it's like you broke the link for that with you and them though. But they're still doing it. And whatever it is working for them. Now you outside, you don't feel good about that because of the position you're in regarding that situation, whatever situation we talking about. If it ain't you being put in you going from sticks to bricks, basically. If it ain't that, it's hurting you because what you got to turn your back on, but ain't stopping you. Matter of fact, you ain't even the one who's moving you. Literally, you might be the one you think, motherfuckers, you got all, no, it ain't you who doing none of this shit. It's all boss man. All boss man. He just using you to do it. You feel me? Now you get this little thought, and it's a real good thought. Where do you think that came from? He already in all of us. You don't think that motherfucker be talking sometimes? Yeah, I'm telling you, motherfuckers is sick. Oh yeah, folks is sick. They're Sag. Folks are boo-hoo. Boo-hoo crying because of the position you in. If it's that type of shit. Because you ballin'. I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to whatever the fuck you got going on, whatever you making happen, you making some shit happen. And you ain't making it happen over there though. It's like when the stick house or when the straw house was formed, you built that motherfucker. Now, you just ain't know what type of materials you had to use to craft it, but you the one who made that shit happen. Now you got the know-how. You feel me? Now that you got the know-how, oh yeah, folks is sick. Because the next crib you built, oh yeah, flex and finesse. Oh yeah, let me tell you. It's like you're going to be able to flex on those who try to finesse you, basically. Because you now, whether it was intentional or non-intentional, because sometimes motherfuckers don't be conscious of their actions. Sometimes folks do be conscious of their actions. So it all depends on the type of people you were dealing with. But it's like they were finessing you whether they knew it or not. And now you, whether you know it or not, your spirit isn't letting that shit happen no more. You've been let go of that shit. If you ain't get let go. I'm telling you, if it's a situation where someone dropped, I'm telling you, listen, Sagittarius. Yeah, you got all kinds of clarity. All kinds of clarity busting that brought you a new passion. Now, what passion we talking about, Sagittarius? Hey, yo, now I can't tell you that much. Yeah, everybody, you got your own shit going on. But you passionate about something. Something done sparked you. Got you a new little routine, a new idea, a new investment, a new environment you want to express your spirit in, a new place you want to travel to. And put your foot though. And little do you know, whether you know it or not, you flexing on motherfuckers. Or someone you try to finesse is flexing on you. You know what side of the fence you fall on. You might be, I'm telling somebody slipped up with you. If it's not you, it could be you who got let go. But if you know you ain't out here, you ain't get dropped from shit, then so be's it. It's someone you dropped something. You cut a bad habit, a bad relationship, it was a comfort zone for you. And you don't want to be comfortable there anymore. Cause you see what that gets you. And you know what that means for you, Sag?